Today we're going to explore one of love's most puzzling mysteries. Why sometimes when someone truly loves you, they might seem to ignore you. It sounds strange, doesn't it? But love is not always simple. It's a deep, complex journey that reaches into both our hearts and our hidden minds. As Carl Jung once said, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. So let's dive into the hidden side of love and discover the psychological reasons behind this confusing behavior. Imagine feeling a deep connection with someone, feeling that their love is a constant, steady presence. Then one day you notice a change. No arguments, no harsh words, just silence and distance. Many would assume that this means their love has faded. But what if in truth it is not a sign of disinterest but something far more complicated? Sometimes the act of ignoring is not a denial of love but a form of self-protection, a way to manage overwhelming feelings. Love at its core is like a mirror. When you love someone, you see not only their beauty and light, but also the shadows within. This mirror reflects not only our dreams and hopes, but also our insecurities, traumas, and fears. Carl Jung taught us that our mind is split into two worlds, the conscious, which we know well, and the unconscious, where our hidden emotions and unresolved issues live. Often it is in this unseen realm that our deepest conflicts are stirred. When we form a deep bond, the unconscious is activated. Our hidden fears of being hurt, of losing control, or of becoming too vulnerable can suddenly rise to the surface. For some, these overwhelming emotions trigger a defense mechanism, detachment. Instead of facing their internal conflict, they step back, sometimes even by ignoring the one they love. It's not that their love has vanished, it's that the intensity of their emotions has become too much to bear. This behavior can feel like abandonment, but remember, it often has nothing to do with you. It is a reflection of their own inner battle. They might be so frightened of their vulnerabilities being exposed that they instinctively pull away. In their mind, creating distance is a way to keep from being overwhelmed. As Jung reminds us, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. In this case, the act of ignoring is a misguided attempt to escape the internal storm. Let's break down a few key ideas to help you understand this better. First, think about emotional intimacy. When you truly love someone, you want to share everything, your joys, your dreams, even your fears. But this level of intimacy can also reveal parts of us we might not want to face. Some people have been hurt before, or they carry wounds from the past. When love makes them feel completely seen, those old pains can suddenly resurface. The intense connection can trigger a deep fear of being vulnerable, and the easiest way to protect themselves is to withdraw. It's like their mind says, I'm not ready for all of this, and so they take a step back. Second, there is the idea of testing the bond. Absence can sometimes serve as a test, a way to see if love is strong enough to endure without constant confirmation. If a person truly loves you, their distance might not be about losing interest, but rather about giving both of you the space to grow. True love, after all, isn't about clinging tightly. It's about trust, understanding, and the freedom to be who you truly are. But this doesn't mean you should accept being ignored without question. It's important to recognize whether the silence comes from a healthy need for space or from a fear-driven reaction that leaves you feeling unwanted. Another important point is that when someone uses distance as a shield, they are often fighting their own shadow, the parts of themselves they'd rather not face. Jung believed that what we reject in ourselves often appears in our relationships. So, if your partner starts ignoring you when things become too intimate or too real, it may be because your love has touched on aspects of their inner world they have long kept hidden. This isn't your fault. Instead, it's a sign that they are struggling with unresolved issues. Their silence is a cry for help, a silent message that they are not ready to confront their own fears. This brings us to the most profound lesson. True love requires both light and shadow. It's a journey of self-discovery. When someone you care about begins to pull away, try to see it as an opportunity. Ask yourself, what might this be teaching me about myself? Sometimes, the way someone distances themselves can reveal more about your own inner strengths and weaknesses than it does about them. It challenges you to grow and to develop your own inner resilience. So what should you do if you find yourself on the receiving end of this silent distancing? First, don't take it all personally. Remind yourself that their behavior is not necessarily a rejection of you, but a reflection of their internal struggle. Instead of chasing them or trying to force them to stay close, give them the space they need. Let them know that you are there for them, but also that you care about your own emotional well-being. Sometimes, allowing that space can actually help the bond grow stronger, because it creates room for both partners to heal and become more self-aware. At the same time, use this as a time to focus on your own growth. Reflect on your needs, your boundaries, and your own inner light. Real love is built on mutual respect and understanding. It is not about holding on to someone so tightly that they feel trapped. It's about embracing each other's full selves, including the parts that are hidden in the shadows. Remember, love is not measured by constant presence or endless contact. Its true strength lies in its ability to endure challenges and to evolve over time. As Carl Jung said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. When you accept both the light and dark within you, you open up the possibility of a deeper, more authentic love, one that is not afraid of distance, but that uses it as a stepping stone for growth. If someone you love starts to ignore you, don't rush to conclusions. Look within and see if you can understand the deeper message behind their silence. Is it fear? Is it a need for space to process old wounds? And most importantly, ask yourself if this pattern is healthy for you. You deserve love that nurtures you, that respects your feelings, and that allows you to be your true self, without fear of rejection or abandonment. In the end, the truth is this: if love is real, it will find a way back. Even if someone steps away because of their internal battles, genuine love has the power to heal, to transform, and to bring people back together. And if they don't return, then their absence is not a loss but a lesson that teaches you to value your own inner light and to seek relationships that honor your worth. So, my dear friend, embrace both the beauty and the mystery of love. Learn to see it not just in the moments of togetherness, but also in the silence. Understand that sometimes being ignored is not about rejection. It's about the other person's fear of their own vulnerability. Use this knowledge to grow stronger, to love deeper, and to choose relationships that truly reflect the love you deserve. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. If you found these insights helpful, please subscribe and share this video with anyone who might need a reminder of their worth. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or your own experiences. Your story might just help someone else understand that true love is a path of growth and self-acceptance. Remember, love that is real will always find its way back. Until next time, keep loving, keep learning, and most importantly, keep being true to yourself.